Welcome to your Tee Time Tip. I'm Terry Miskolczi, Director of Instruction for Brown Golf here in Bluffton, South Carolina. Today I'm going to talk about the most challenging of the uneven lies, the downhill lie. Now when I talk about the downhill lie, I'm going to talk about it so that you understand you're going to take the same attitude, the same position, the same thought processes, whether you're a downhill lie around the green, whether you're a downhill lie in the bunker, or whether you have a downhill lie on the fairway. So let's go over to the practice tee and talk about the most challenging shot, the downhill lie. Okay, we're over at the practice tee here at Crescent Point, and I'm in a situation where I have a downhill lie. The key to a downhill lie, the key to an uphill lie, is to make sure you take your body, which you normally have stood and worked on a flat lie, take that position and bring it to the slope of the land. And so we are going to set ourselves up so that in actual fact I have more weight situated on my lower leg. The ball position, it's still going to be the same. The width in the stance, that might have to change depending on how degree and how much slope I have, but I will tend to be just leaning a little bit with the slope of the land. So when I take my position, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow my body to shift so that most of my weight is going to be sitting on that lower leg. And it's important that you keep that, because that is where the weight has to be to handle this lie. You cannot allow your body to shift backwards, because if you do, the land here is a lot higher than where the ball is located. So we take our flat lie that we've been working on the practice tee and we shape it to the slope of the land so that our weight stays on our front leg and it stays there throughout the entire golf swing. The key now is, what golf club are you going to choose? So let's say I have 150 yards to the green, and at 150 yards I might use a 7-iron or a 6-iron or a 5-iron depending on who I am, or an 8-iron. Well, the problem is now that loft has now been decreased. So the loft of the golf club begins to change. So the key is selecting a golf club that is shorter than you normally would have used and with a little more loft, so that the air time is still going to be lower, but now you have more ground time. So not necessarily do you have to carry it all the way to the green. You carry it to the front of the green, and because of its trajectory, the ball travels lower. The ball will run once it gets to the front of the green. It will start to run forward for you. So the key is, when you're having a downhill lie, you take your body, you slope it to the lie of the land. Okay, that's what you're wanting to do. And then you take a golf club that has more loft to it than it would normally have if you're hitting off a flat lie. The key now is, you must swing down the slope. Don't try to put the ball up in the air. That's why you have the loft of the golf club. So to use that loft, you must swing down the slope. That's why you choose a golf club with more loft than you would regularly choose if you were on a flat lie. So if you had 150 yards off a flat lie and you hit 7-iron, then take the 8-iron, because that loft is going to change and the ball trajectory become lower and it will run more, so it's plenty of golf club for you to get there. And this is how we perform it. We set ourselves up, we lean, and now we stay there throughout the entire golf swing and swing down the slope. And of course, when you swing down the slope, the ball trajectory stays low, but the ball is going to run towards the green, onto the green, and guess what? You'll have a chance for another birdie putt. Talk again next week.